He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
And welcome back to another episode of the Ministry of Truth. I am your number one host on this show, probably because I'm the only host on this show, but we got rated not too much because I just saw somebody's going to go live at 10:30, so common courtesy, I'm going to try to end it before that. But since it's a Monday, and we all love Mondays, and we need to start off every good Monday with a great song. Good morning, Phoenix. Got a lot to go over. Basically, this is all just news that I thought was eye-catching or important. But then again, who knows? I might find it important. Other people might not. But the fact of the matter is, we need to start off with a song. So I hope y'all enjoy. This is from the artist formerly known as Prince with a remake. I imagine, why was it so peaceful and carefree back in the 80s and 90s? I don't know. Wish we could get back there, but we know we won't. And hold on, I forgot to adjust the volume because I know someone's gonna say, "Oh, I can't hear you," and I'd be like, "All right, you can hear me." How was that? That was a great,
Okay, I want to show
refreshing
you.
song to start off the day. Could have been on other stuff, but at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I want to hear Manic Monday because that's the first thing that came up in my mind. So I went to YouTube Manic Monday, and I didn't know Prince did a version, and I prefer the Prince version anyway. So that's what y'all got. Hope y'all enjoyed that, all two of you. I don't know who the other one is, but I hope you enjoyed as well. Now, we got some news to get into, and this is outside of the drama world because this is the real world drama. Ha! And let's see where we'll start. We're going to start with... That's not it. Our great commander-in-chief, right? Where is this? I don't know where it's at. But this is the kind of warm welcoming our current president of the United States gets when he's coming out. I'm guessing it's a church. Let's listen to the crowd and how they respect him. Did you say fuck you too? Good time. People love the president so much, but they're just not take care of him. They're not gonna make it to where he's dumb. But he's dumb. We know he's dumb. And well, what happens when you have a country run by idiots, right? We all know what it's like to have a country run by idiots. But what happens when the idiots are really idiots and they... I don't know. Let's watch this video.
Well, thanks to liberal policies and shitty parents raising shitty kids like this that feel like they're invincible, like they're in a video game, and nothing can faze them. You can tell these officers are holding back in fear of losing their jobs, in fear of the so stunning, so brave crowd showing up in front of their house, but just like instant karma, it gets served like a friggin' cup of noodles, and booyah, right to the snot locker. Perhaps a little more cardio and less Krispy Kremes next time, officers.
Ooh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
liberal policies and shitty parents raising
Right.
shitty kids like
Right.
this that
Now, what happens when you get a bunch of kids, right? Right. Well, I'm not kids. I'm gonna guess they're kids because they're college kids. They're younger than me. Obviously, this one right here running away looks like a kid. But what happens when they try to block the roadway into Disney World, Disneyland, whichever's in Florida, I think.
Hey! Let's go!
Where?
Free Palestine!
Do you understand that? Do you know that?
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Go around. What do we think
You actually are losing people. You are losing people to your cause because of this.
Fuck
Get
you,
'em.
get out of the
Okay?
road. 45,000
You
dead.
are losing
45,000 dead.
People
45,000
now
dead. Genocide sympathizers.
because
Genocide
Glory of the millions that died for COVID.
Free Palestine!
Take this out the way. You understand that? Think a little bit. You're causing people to.
Wait, why is she driving away? So 4 individuals were arrested that day. I saw it on when I was searching other stuff. It was Phoenix. Sorry. This is an older video, but it gets great every time I see it. When you think young punks just think they can get away with everything. And occasionally you run across the wrong type of person. Now, this wrong type of person just happens to be the hotel owner. Not only is he a hotel owner, but he'll explain it.
Don't push on my door. I don't know who the fuck you think you is, but don't push my door, brother. I'm not the one you think I am, brother. I will take 20 years of the military and beat your ass. You understand me? Now, don't you ever disrespect nobody in the
veteran.
hotel. You understand me? Because I'm not the motherfucker you think I am. You understand me? Yeah. Don't fucking play with me, boy. Ain't no cameras
yeah,
on
you
this
ain't-
motherfucker.
you ain't
We ain't in the
Warren.
hotel no more.
I'm recording you
I
right
don't give a
now.
fuck what you do. Okay?
Don't get up
Now
on-
get out my hotel.
I am.
Get out.
I am. Walk away from me.
No, get out.
You're
Because you
Then
don't have no
don't-
room here, and you in here
Don't-
disturbing my thing. You cussing at my receptionist.
I did not.
You threatening my
threaten her.
receptionist. Get out of
I'm
here.
not- I did
Get
not
out.
threaten her. I'm walking away. If you would.
No, you ain't
give me-
walking away. You
if
standing here.
Would give me some
Goodbye.
space,
Goodbye.
dude.
Dude, there's all
Goodbye.
that space behind you.
Hey,
Don't push on my door. I don't know who the fuck you think you
I love
is,
this video every time.
but don't push my door, brother.
Okay.
I'm not the one you think I am, brother. I will take 20 years of the military and beat your ass. You understand me? Now, don't you ever disrespect nobody up in this hotel.
That white boy's scared.
You understand me?
I've yelled
'Cause
at
I'm not the
you
motherfucker
before.
you think I am. You understand me? Yeah. Don't fucking play with me, boy. Ain't no cameras out this motherfucker. We ain't in the hotel no more.
I'm recording.
What happens when young punks just have been told no as a kid? Never been told no as a kid. Obviously, neither one of them are going to be productive members of society. They're probably protesting for Palestine right now. And that man looks military age, so maybe he can go, fight for the cause, especially if he wants a free Ukraine. Now, who wants to move to California? Not me. Specifically, who wants to move to San Francisco? Not me. What happens? Who's a representative for San Francisco? Nancy Pelosi, right? Nancy Pelosi loves her vodka. And, I'm not going to knock her for it. What happens when your city starts to offer homeless people free vodka? And it's all paid for by the California taxpayers. Crazy, right? This is real, guys. This is real. Like I said, when I see shit, I'm like, holy fuck, I have to look at this. But yeah, San Francisco provides free beer and vodka to homeless alcoholics under a tax-funded payer program to address the city's homelessness crisis. So you're going to give them booze to address the homelessness crisis. That makes total sense to me, guys. I'm not a doctor. I stayed at a Holiday Inn once, and I watched a lot of Dr. House. He's pretty legit. The managed alcohol program aims to keep participants off the streets and reduce emergency service interventions. Oh, okay. To keep them from being homeless, you're going to give homeless people alcohol. Got it. That makes total sense. The program offers regulated alcohol doses to prevent severe withdrawal symptoms, provided accommodation and meals as part of the support. Holy shit, you get free booze and you get free food. Damn. All right. So, yeah, I don't know what to say on that San Francisco one. It's bullshit, in my opinion. Because aren't they in debt? Because Newsom, he lied and said they were, in a positive. But in reality, they were in debt like 20 million. Maybe I was mishearing that. But I don't know why people want to pay. Maybe that's why it's so expensive to live in California. Because they got to fund programs like this. I can only imagine what property taxes are. I mean, mine aren't high, but still, I wonder if it's like 3 times it is in California. So I'm going to grift here for a little bit. I need $9,000. Oh, no, and it's not for lawyer fees. Trust me. With this $9,000, I'm going to buy something totally legit, and you guys will see why.
I think this is the ultimate home security device, okay? It's a little pricey, but watch this. This is...
Get one for Jilly, too.
The new robot flame-throwing dog.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So it's a robot, which just it walking around is enough to scare the hell out of you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So it has
laser sight.
Laser sights.
Imagine coming on your property.
It can prowl the property at night, and it's made for like forest fighting or war. But it also has a flamethrower strapped to its back.
Best part.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Now there's fires all around
crazy.
it. Did this thing start the fires?
No. This is going to cause a backburn for forest fires.
Okay.
So they send it out, and they send it out, and they're watching like on their. Watch this.
The destroyer of worlds.
Okay, that's a little spooky. Look at that thing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just throwing flames.
Oh my god.
And that's not even very imaginative. Imagine what the Hope Hicks could do with that. There'd be chainsaws on that bad boy.
You put that control into the hands of some Hope Hicks, and they are.
Oh my god, it just jumped.
It just jumped. It is an amazing.
How much does this thing cost?
You ready?
Yeah.
How much do you think?
I don't know, $100,000.
I was gonna say like 20.
9.
9 grand.
Really?
$9,000 for a flame-throwing robot dog.
I
want one.
Yeah, I mean, you can finance that, right? What's the rate?
Can you imagine?
We can do it in, I don't know, euros, 9,000 euros. Shh, it's totally $9,000. But who wouldn't want a fucking flame-throwing robot dog?
This is still very much.
I want me a flame-throwing robot dog. Oh, well, yeah, it's Skynet. Well, Microsoft is joining up with some big AI program, and it's going to be really dumb for the country. Obviously, you can see AI does YouTube as well, but AI can be good, but it can be bad, even more bad, especially when it advances and learns. Like that robot dog. I'm gonna teach it to sit, and if you don't look like anybody on my housing guest list, good luck getting onto the property. You better have clearance and a badge. All right, I need badges. All right, that's how you have to get into like government facilities. Sometimes, you need to show me your badge that I approved with your background check, and the badge fee just for the application is about $9,000. And to have your badge, it's an extra. Once you get approved, obviously, after that $9,000. What I'll do is, as of right now, I'll lower the membership badge. How do we say this? $99 a month. I mean, you're saving a whole $1. It was supposed to be $100, but I'm being nice and I'm giving you guys a Ministry of Truth discount. Okay. Anyway, still in a process. I like it. All right, now to some not so good news. We're gonna see just how I don't know. Kids being kids is not kids being kids anymore. I remember when we used to have all these house parties. No one ever got shot. No one got stabbed. We might have had fights, but that's about it. But nowadays,
this is still very much an active crime scene. Take a look at over my shoulder, and people in Northborough said they have never heard about a story like this in this town. We're talking about more than 300 young people inside and outside of a house party at a home just behind where that cruiser is. This also turns out to be a house party where a 16-year-old from Bellingham did not make it home alive.
This was a very chaotic scene with well over 200 plus people at this party.
Northborough police say this was all happening after 1 a.m. Sunday, inside and outside a large Northborough home that is described on vacation rental sites as a peaceful getaway cottage, featuring 7 bedrooms, a guest house, pool, and expansive yard space for entertaining.
We got one gun guard pretty out with.
Scanner traffic describes chaos inside and outside the house as hundreds are trying to flee the party as police are called in.
Sergeant Bissett and the state.
If you listen, they said they had to carry the kid down the hill. I guess the ambulance couldn't get up there.
Police trooper carried the victim to the bottom of the hill where there was an awaiting ambulance. At that point, he was placed on the ambulance. He was transported to UMass Memorial Medical Center, where he was pronounced deceased. He was 16.
Our thoughts go out to the victim and the victim's family during this senseless act of violence. It's especially difficult being Mother's Day.
It usually begins like around 12:30.
Neighbors say large parties at the house are common, and police have spoken to the owner, but it's still not clear if this was a rental or owner party.
Last month, we did receive information after the fact that there was a large gathering. We did have some intelligence about that. We have spoken to the homeowner about that, and he assured us that that was the last of it. And obviously that was not the case.
Police say the owner was at the party and has been questioned by police, but for now, investigators are asking for videos from the party since hundreds of cameras were there when the shooting started.
Everyone's got a cell phone. Anyone that's taken video while all this was going on, please give it to the Northborough Police. We can use anything you got. Like the chief said, it's Mother's Day, and a mother's lost a 16-year-old.
Recapping now, a 16-year-old from Bellingham did die from gunshot wounds. We're also told a 17-year-old was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. We were told 3 arrests were made. Those 3 suspects will face gun charges, but the DA tells us he has not ruled out updating those charges when that arraignment happens tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock at Westboro District.
So I'm a little behind. Apparently 2-3 months ago, maybe 2 months ago, considering the story that's going to follow this one, I didn't know we had a sorry quote unquote thank you. You can eat first. I'm recording. A successful kidney to pig to human kidney transplant. Let's hear the greatness of the story, and then keep in mind, remember I said, I don't remember what I said. But it's a good story. But then again, I can make everything bad.
For the first time, doctors have transplanted a genetically modified pig kidney into a living person. Boston's General Hospital announced the milestone. The 62-year-old patient is recovering well, we're told, and is expected to be discharged soon. Doctors say the procedure could be a first step towards major changes in treating people with failing organs.
My deepest gratitude goes to our MGH team.
Everyone in operating room burst in applause. It was truly the most beautiful kidney I have ever seen.
Wow, amazing. More than 100,000 people are on the national waiting list for an organ transplant. Most of them are kidney patients, and thousands die every year before their turn comes. So really some good news there.
Boy, and when you see a doctor who's probably done so many, so much incredible work with people, get as emotional about this, it is a big deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great big deal. That was it's a feat of science, right?
Team.
Feat of science. No shit. Damn. Yeah, I mean, that's a shitty way to wake up in the morning. Or getting that phone call or knock on the door. Damn. Anyway, back to that previous story that was talking about the kidney transplant. 2 months ago, obviously, he was out and good. That was 2 months ago. Well, not all stories have a happy ending.
Hello and welcome to Medical Dialogues. I'm Anshika Mishra. Let's look at today's top health news. Richard Slayman, the first person to receive a pig kidney, dies 2 months post-transplant. The first living person to receive a kidney from a genetically modified pig tragically passed away just 2 months after the groundbreaking transplant. The recipient, Rick Slayman, underwent the procedure due to complications from dialysis, which required frequent hospital admission. Slayman viewed the transplant not only as a personal opportunity, but also as a source of hope for others in need of organ transplant. His family expressed gratitude for his role in advancing xenotransplantation. Despite Slayman's
Now that I think about it, the dude was like 65 years old. His body might have rejected it because of his age. So I can't necessarily say this is an L. I mean, back to the drawing board, but like I said, the guy was 65, 66 years old, so his kidney was already failing. I don't know, maybe I'm just trying to be the devil's advocate. I mean, it's not like they have to really go back to the drawing board, but they got to get a healthier, well, you can't really say a healthier patient when it comes to that. A much younger, not children. Let's start with maybe somebody in their prime. If it's a male, mid-30s, try that. But yeah, I don't know how about that. Feel about that. Even though pigs are supposedly the closest to us, which is weird. But anyway, I'm pretty sure they'll get that figured out. Hopefully. What's next? Oh yes. So Israel has been telling all the Palestinian people, go to Rafah, go to Rafah. It's a refugee camp, refugee thing. I can't speak today. And I showed you a couple days ago where they were moving there, and then the IDF's like, hey, check this out. And they launched an airstrike into the tents of the refugees, right? Well, listen to this, and I'm going to tell you a little story that might happen.
The State Department says Israel may have violated international law in Gaza and likely used American-supplied weapons to do so. A report ordered by President Biden and issued by the State Department says Israel has the knowledge and means to mitigate civilian harm, but high levels of civilian deaths, quote, raises substantial...
So when I heard this, I automatically thought to Biden when he's saying he's blocking military, or not military aid, well, pretty much military aid to Israel. And people are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're going to get down. They're going to take out the Palestinian people. I'm sorry, they're going to take out Palestine. Yeah, because that's a state. But in reality, that actually looks like a good idea considering what they're doing. It's a war crime. And are we going to be held accountable because we gave them those weapons? Or are we setting them up? Or what's the big deal? I mean, they did cause 9/11.
questions about whether the IDF is using them effectively in all cases. It goes on to say that given Israel's reliance on weapons supplied by the U.S., it's, quote, reasonable to assess that some U.S. weapons have been used in instances that are inconsistent with Israel's obligation under international law. The international law requirements Israel agreed to call for nations to take steps to protect civilian lives, allow humanitarian aid into war zones, and avoid excessive destruction of civilian infrastructure. But the report adds more information is needed, and details are hard to assess given the conflict with Hamas. It also accuses Israel of lacking transparency. It comes as talks over a potential ceasefire slowed this week over the situation in Rafah, and new reports suggest Israel's war cabinet voted to expand operations in the southern city of Rafah, where more than 1 million people have taken refuge. The move defying President Biden, who says
I'm telling you, that city is where the Israeli people are telling them to go to safety. Go to that city for refuge. It's like fish in a fucking barrel, or monkeys in a barrel, or what's the old saying go? Shooting fish in a barrel. Oh, monkeys a barrel's a game. Whatever.
The U.S. cannot support such a move and has withheld weapons. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan speaking with George Stephanopoulos.
Israel's ambassador to the United States has responded to President Biden's decision not to provide some offensive weapons that could be used in the Rafah invasion, saying it sends the wrong message to Hamas and puts Israel in a corner. How do you respond to that?
Nobody has been a stronger supporter of Israel than Joe Biden. He has sent an enormous amount of capability for Israel to take on Hamas. Secondly, the president has made clear he's going to continue to make sure Israel has what it needs to defend itself. Full stop. Foursquare. That will happen. And then third, the president has said that he has concerns about a full-scale military invasion of Rafah.
Marcus Moore, ABC News, Tel Aviv.
Why are we going to do a full-scale military invasion when pretty much everyone's being told to go there? It doesn't make sense, guys. Like, they're telling it's a good thing.
Only on 13.
Oh, yes, we need this. This is so great. We need to help. When fucking Israel's already said, hey, we're going to take them all out. You know, what's the old saying? From the river to the sea. I don't know really how that goes. I just heard it. But, I don't see why anybody's still supporting Israel at this time. What's going on, like 200 some days? And they still haven't bombarded, or haven't stopped bombarding them with munitions. Still keeping aid for them at the border, even though they're saying, we're letting stuff in, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but that's been proven to be false. Of course, the lamestream media won't tell you that. So, I will. Okay, I think it's 2 more stories. One is a vile act that happened in Texas. I'm going to play the story and before I explain it. Because it's pretty fucked up, and I believe mental health might have had something to do with this when you listen to who the suspect is or what the suspect is.
Only on 13. It may be one of Houston's most horrifying murders caught on camera.
And it happened in full view of neighbors in a subdivision near the Gulf Freeway in the Pecan Park neighborhood. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is joining us now here in the studio.
Yeah, and Brooke, this really shocked a lot of us here in the newsroom.
It did, and sources close to this case tell me that this is some of the most horrifying footage they have seen in their careers. Police haven't said if the victim knew the killer, but they're hoping that a neighbor's video leads to a quick conviction and justice for his family.
Only on 13, deeply disturbing and shocking video of a murder in broad daylight. On May 3rd, the victim, Stephen Anderson, is walking on Woodridge Square Drive to pick up his mail, sources tell us. He turns around at the sound of a screeching car speeding right into him. We're pausing the video right before he gets hit. The car reverses and hits him again, pushing him further into the street. Neighbors are on the phone, frantically calling 911.
Other people to help me turn him over. They want us to turn him over.
Another neighbor comes out with a pillow. And that's when the suspect, Karen Fisher, identified in court records as a man, but also described as she by police, returns with a knife in hand.
Oh,
the suspect yanks and
I didn't hear that right.
And that's when the suspect, Karen Fisher, identified in court records as a man.
Oh. I wonder what happened here.
But also described as she by police, returns with a knife in hand. The suspect yanks and flips Anderson over, straddles him, and kisses him. We're not showing what happens next because it's too graphic, but that's when police say Fisher stabs him 9 times. She casually walks up.
So listen to the story. This shit is not random, guys. Maybe he was like, oh yeah. And then he found out she had a dick. And he's like, whoa, get the fuck out, bro. Go.
Off as if nothing happened and neighbors just watch. She then tries getting into another car while talking to witnesses. When that's unsuccessful, she leaps over the body and walks away.
It's very disturbing, because, I have kids here. So, our kids could have been out here playing, and imagine that.
20-year-old Karen Fisher is in jail tonight, charged with murdering this 64-year-old. Her bond is set at $2 million.
20 years old.
It was a busy intersection. It happened right under our noses,
Just truly so shocking. I spoke to neighbors that you saw in that video. They are still traumatized by that, as you can imagine. One woman even told me that she hasn't been to work and is trying to find a therapist.
This is a heavy story right here, and it's hard.
The last time I got...
Yeah, so... I don't know. I don't think I want to do this one.
It's just hard to think that...
Yeah. All right. I don't know what to say. All I can say is mental illness. Obviously, the fact that it's a 20-year-old woman, woman, and it seemed like it could be a, what's the word I'm looking for? Crime of passion, I guess. Like I said, she was probably messing around with him, and he's like, oh yeah, 60-something or 40, whatever, dude. Yeah, exactly, Phoenix. There's actually another video I wanted to show about some dude in a hammock on a bus, but I decided, I was only probably going to get that. So, anyway, yes, asylums will be a thing again. And this next story is fucking sad. Hopefully the mother survives. But the man that did this, he needs to have a public execution. I don't give a fuck. Whether she dies or not, still, he needs a public execution.
It's hard to think that someone wants to do damage in that way and form of just a single mother trying to survive,
Tonight, Melissa Robertson's family says she's still in the ICU after what authorities believe was a racially motivated murder attempt.
Female subject shot in the stomach.
Officials say Tuesday in Lockport, Illinois, 70-year-old John Shadbar was seen firing dozens of rounds with an assault-style rifle. The Chicago area man allegedly hitting his 45-year-old neighbor in the chest and hand.
You can actually see bullet holes.
Robertson's son, Mikhail Johnson, says she is that neighbor, adding his 7-year-old brother and a 3-year-old were just yards from the rampage on a trampoline.
What goes through your mind?
I just thank God, and I thank everything higher up that nothing even more tragic happened.
Johnson says for years, Shadbar hurled racial epithets at his family. Robertson is white. Her 2 sons are black.
He called her an N-word lover and just called me and my little brother N-words.
The Will County Sheriff's Office says before this week's incident, the victim complained twice about Shadbar in March. Authorities writing one shouting incident was resolved by deputies.
Hey, thank you! Got it on video!
The sheriff's office says the other call was about possible gunshots and fireworks, adding there was not enough evidence to make an arrest. But Johnson says his family made more calls.
And it's heartbreaking, to be honest. I feel like if it was anyone else in any other neighborhood or any other station, it'd be a different story.
Shadbar faces multiple charges, including for attempted murder and a hate crime. He has not entered a plea, and NBC News has not been able to reach an attorney for comment. Meanwhile, investigators released photos of this arsenal they say they discovered at Shadbar's home, including the AK-47 style rifle they believe was used in an attack that has changed lives forever. Jesse Kirsch, NBC News, Lockport, Illinois.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that just goes to show you, people don't really care about other people. They may be throwing threats back and forth, back and forth. Threats turn into violence, and violence turns into something like that. Maybe even worse. But people don't think about that. They don't think outside their little box. They don't see the whole picture. They don't see anything because, well, their false reality, I don't know, is better than my reality. My reality is a little different, but it's cool. I like my reality. I don't do stupid shit. In a world like this, I bet you that dude will probably get prison time, but it won't be the death sentence, which is fucked up. Try to take a life, or if she actually dies, and yeah, I believe in public execution should come back. Pedophiles, public execution. How I would do the public execution with pedophiles, I would probably castrate them and then hang them. That sounds fun. Hang them with piano wire. That sounds even more fun. But I'm not really telling y'all how to think. I'm just telling you how to think. And this is the harsh realities of the world. You won't see it on your local news. You'll see it on mainstream media, but they only show you what they want you to see. And when you see what they want you to see, if you analyze it, you can find all kinds of holes in their stories and their misdirections. But I don't know. We'll see. Everyone's going to hell in a handbasket. Well, if you believe in hell, I'm going somewhere else. But it's cool. Told you I had to keep this short. Don't forget, Jilly's got a show 10:30. I think it's 10:30 in the morning. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the show, and I'll see you next time, later today. I don't know. Still want to finish some of that remote. Fuck, my brain just went dead. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you have a good morning. Enjoy your cups of coffee, and yeah. Now that I started off with a decent Manic Monday song, now we're gonna go to another song that's got Monday in it. Hold on. And it's also a cover, but it's not a cover of the same song, if you know what I mean, which you probably don't. It's okay.
Those who day. And I thought I was mistaken, and I thought I heard you speak.